This college football picks week 9 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is presented by WynnBet. Bet $100 at WynnBet and get a $100 free bet. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WYNNBET to claim your free bet today. We're also brought to you by the SGPN merch store. Use the promo code NFCBeast for 15% off, active until the Eagles or Giants lose their next game.
Hey, this is Derek Stevens. I'm the owner of Circa Las Vegas. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Cox. He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Shout out to me, doing some blue collar shit today. Rewire in the studio, so apologies if something sounds funny. College football. Hello. Big week for us. Campus tour.
Yes, we will be coming to you live from College Station, hanging out there for the big game, Ole Miss versus Texas A&M. Gig'em going to be hanging out with Cameron Kerr. If you're going to the game, hit us up in the Discord, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Joining us here to talk college football, the host of the College Football Experience on SGPN, Colby Dant, aka the Dantabase. What's up, Colby?
Excited for College Station. From what I understand, you're allowed to cheer for football at that stadium. Very excited for that, and excited over here. I mean, seeing Real Money Kramer look at the CFL playoff schedule. That's pretty awesome.
It was an accident.
Shout out to the CFL Gambling Podcast.
Yes.
Wow. Rand, did we approve that plug? I mean, it is one of ours, so I guess it's okay. But Colby always with the free plugs. It's like it's a game at this point.
Well, the road to the Grey Cup's always fun. All right.
First, he screws us up with the chronological 6-pack, and then he's coming out here plugging non-NFL and college football. What is CFL? Freshman team?
No, it's much actually. It's great because they actually play outdoors, and they're up in Canada, which is actually further north. So fuck the Vikings.
They only have 3 downs, and they like
fuck Syracuse,
and they like motion. Right? They have arena style motion towards the line of scrimmage. Colby, you can't love that.
All right, taking a look at our people in the chat, youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. Brandon Nash wants to know if we could read the standings of our college football picks contest. Of course, $1,500 up for grabs. Coincidentally, I'm looking at the leaderboard. Brandon Nash is in first place.
Interesting. All right.
92,000 units or shares. We all started with 10,000. Frothy Lamp is in second place. I'm assuming that's some sort of sexual pun there, which I don't understand.
You never had a frothy lamp?
The girl in college gave me a frothy lamp one time. In third place, friend of the program, Andy Bice. In fourth place, Flux 32 with 55,000. Senor Baracho with 37,510. I see myself here. I'm in 21st place, 14,550 units. So started with 10,000 units, slowly building up my bankroll. Colby, have you been placing your picks over there?
I'm waiting for the perfect time.
Colby only uses a tally site for his
Colby is a tally site.
You guys have me doing 40 different things here. You know what I mean? Look,
40 different things.
Look, it's tough. You're picking out of the games and picking out of the FCS games, and then don't worry. I'm coming for the for a rivalry.
Can
week.
I say a couple bits of information that are relevant? I was down to under 500 units at one point. I'm back to 8,000.
Wow, that's a hell of a comeback.
Actually up to 12,000 at one point. I had a bad week last week. Picked some of the wrong games. But the leader at some point was at like 150,000 or something.
The leaderboard's been all over the place. I think he may have gone crazy, and
I'm only now 30K back 30K back of 5th place. So I'm crawling my way out of the dumpsters. And by the way, I did look up frothy lamp.
Yes.
It's not in Urban Dictionary.
Oh, okay.
So
sometimes they're late. Sometimes they're late to the party. You know what I mean?
Brian.
Okay.
Yes. We got week 9 college football picks coming up. Of course, got to hit on Ryan. You've been on a nice run in the 6-pack, 35, 23 and 2 in the 6-pack. I'm hitting my locks at 63%. We all gave out Oklahoma State on the money line.
That was easy.
Plus
What did Quinn
210.
Ewers go in his first road game? He was like 19 of 175.
He was just tossing chucking the ball
I
up.
went back into podcast history.
Yeah.
Did you know we have now 5 times all selected the same dog?
Really?
5-0.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's happened like once a year. That was a 5-star mega whale.
Texas A&M is a 2.5 point home dog over on WynnBet.
You see what our we
get-
picked LSU for a reason. We knew what was going to happen. They were going to get so we know what's going to happen. We're going to go witness a loss. We don't even come on.
Are you going to go for as Jimbo Fisher for Halloween since it's Halloween weekend?
I might get egged if I go as Jimbo Fisher. The way things are going down there.
I'll be Jameis if you're Jimbo.
Get some crab legs.
Oh, I could go for some crab legs. I could also go for $100 free bet. All you got to do is sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. That's right. Bet big, win bigger. Use that link to get the $100 free bet. That's right. Bet $100, get a $100 free bet. Again, also get in on the biggest winner club. Whoever has the longest odds winner also gets a $1,000 free bet. So if you hit some crazy build a bet like a plus 15,000 parlay, you get, besides obviously cashing the bet, you also get a $1,000 free bet. Again, use that build your own bet. Cook up a nice same game parlay. Get started today. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. So they know we sent you. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you're someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Also, for those of you listening on or watching on YouTube, we have a new contest. So we're giving you a chance to win either an autographed Lawrence Taylor or autographed Brian Dawkins jersey. Contest completely free.
Which one would you pick, Colby?
I mean, I like both, but I got to go LT. I mean, they're just.
Well, that's why you're on that side of the table, Colby.
Yeah.
You and your gross New York Giants. YouTube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Hit subscribe. What are you looking at me
Brian
crazy
Dawkins
around?
wasn't in any given Sunday. All right.
I have nothing but respect for Brian Dawkins, aka Weapon X. He's the greatest Eagles defensive player, or the most feared Eagles defensive player.
How was he with prostitutes
in my lifetime? The Reggie White days.
Disgusting act.
I'm gonna say slightly preclude me watching pure dominance, like I did with Brian Dawkins. Lawrence Taylor, though, is the greatest player of all time.
Well,
the greatest defensive player,
and I mean the greatest safety of all time. Shout out to my guy Andre Dirty Waters. All right,
we don't have to get into that. Anyway, back to the contest. But Lawrence Taylor, come on,
subscribe. YouTube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Hit subscribe. Comment on a video. Now every video you comment on is a new entry, and then turn on those notifications so you don't miss us. Because when we get a bunch of entries, then we'll pick one and we DM you on YouTube. So if your notifications are off, you will miss the notification that you won the jersey.
Wow. All right. So is this like one of those new bidding sites where you have to pay for each comment? What's
completely
the catch
free.
here, Sean? No?
It's completely free.
And how much does the subscription cost?
the subscription's also free.
Wow. Okay.
Everything is free. Let's go.
Wow. So why wouldn't you do this?
Yeah, exactly. It's easy money.
Seems plus EV.
Massive overlay opportunity. Ryan, before we get started here, we are sitting next to a man that we know through history, aka Benedict Dant. And shout out to the listener who sent in
attention.
Oh, here he comes with his fife. Which side will he choose? Listen, I like America, but man, those redcoats. Well, it's all about finding the key number in the Revolutionary War.
True.
Colby Dant.
True.
Can you turn that sound up at all? Not the board, just that effect.
That sounds like a college fight song. I like that, man. Let's go.
I will say
music to Benedict Dant's ears.
I was at a youth soccer practice, and practicing in the field over was a marching band.
Yeah,
and Colby, I got to be honest, it gets the old hair on the back of the neck standing because it just makes you think some football's about to happen.
Yes, yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, that's one of the things. Another thing. I mean, if we want to go down the Dan Snyder train, getting rid of the head of the Redskins band, huge mistake.
That did seem like an odd thing. I mean, why not have a band?
And that was before they even got the name change. You know what I mean? That was a while ago.
Sean, I'm stalling over here. You got to get us out of this.
No, let's
Stuck
go.
in the
Ryan.
mud over here.
Chicago Bears used to have a great fight song back in the day too.
He's
we can go deep. We can go deep, guys.
He's like the band who just plays the hits. Dome football. Dan Snyder, great guy.
We can go deep. We can go deep.
Crack
here,
open the Colby 6-pack. Let's get to some of these picks, Kramer.
Are we done?
Yes, we're done.
Colby's always got something to complain about. Belly aching is what we used to call it.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
It's
I've been
many
talking
different
about,
things.
dude. I was complaining about dome football in like '87. All right, when you had to play in the fucking Metro Dome.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I am both pro dome and anti turf all at the same time. All right, we got
terrible
weekday football. Is this is Wednesday? Thursday night, 4:30 here on the West Coast. Southern Miss is hosting Louisiana. Southern Miss laying -120 on the money line, +100 for the Raging Cajuns. 43.5 is the total.
Huge game here.
Louisiana QB Ben Woodridge playing pretty well, 10 touchdowns, just 1 interception. But Southern Miss, they seem to have Louisiana's number, right? Louisiana's lost 8 straight against Southern Miss, and then failed to cover the spread in 7 games. Southern Miss also has Frank Gore Jr., 568 rushing yards, 4 touchdowns this season.
Now you're on to something.
The edge, though, is kind of they've had the edge lately, but you got to remember Southern Miss is not. This is their first year in the Sun Belt, so I mean Louisiana's program came up under Billy Napier. He leaves for Florida.
Pussy.
But yeah, I mean Ben Woodridge. I think he's an LA guy if memory serves me correct.
Do you remember Damian Pierce from Florida last year? No, you don't, because Billy Napier.
He really, yeah.
No.
I know the reason Billy Napier's there. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying actually.
Louisiana's been the most talented team, and it seems like they kind of got their footing when going on the road at Marshall, grabbing that dub, then smacking Arkansas State. I'm gonna take the Raging Cajuns on the road, but it's interesting because both teams on their backup quarterbacks. Yeah, Hattiesburg has great fans, man. Shout out to Southern Miss fans.
Potentially could be lit, and swirling controversies as Brett Favre funneling illicit.
How's that volleyball court?
I wish my dad cared that much about me and my youth sports to the point that he would,
here's the thing.
misappropriate funds to help build me a stadium for my little league. Like, what the hell?
Here's what I think happened. I think Brett Favre loves his daughter, and Brett Favre said, "Well, I might as well take advantage of my bullshit celebrity and help my daughter get a better volleyball court at her school." He went to some people and said, "Hey, can you help me do this?" And they said, "Sure." And he didn't know what was going on. Look. Brett Favre is guilty of a lot of things. Brett Favre's also an idiot. I doubt he was the master.
You know damn well he was a few Jaeger bombs deep in 7 pills. You know what I mean? Like,
he's famous for sending his. I mean, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, and he's famous for sending his dick on a cell phone. All right, I doubt he was the mastermind behind like a political corruption scheme.
He's a patsy
that saw what amateur athletics get helped. Sure, they took the money from a place that probably needed it, but. Also, in doing this,
Ryan's just a youth sports fan, so he the idea of upgrading the stadium.
He saw the photos of the volleyball court.
Yeah,
and he
Ryan's
was like,
just like they probably have a good AC system in that stadium. I wish my daughter could play in a volleyball facility that high class.
I mean, there is a epidemic of poor field and court situation in the school, but yeah, I mean, so I could see doing that, and I'm not, whatever, not a big deal to me. But I also learned his name was Brett Lorenzo Favre, which how the fuck did we not know that?
Lorenzo.
Okay, so we got to fade all of
him
that.
And Lorenzo Lamas.
Raging Cajuns, let's go. Fun belt specialist take right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little nervous about the history, but to Colby's point, I'm gonna ride Woodridge. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah,
Woodridge?
I think he's out of Northridge. I think he's
let's go, Matadors.
No. I mean, he grew up. He grew up in Northridge. He didn't.
I don't know if he
didn't go to college there. No.
Maybe he got some credits.
Those bastards entered their football program back in 2004.
Have you ever told on air the story of the time I helped you move into your spot in Northridge?
Oh wow. That was pretty funny. Yeah. So I had no idea. I was moving into Cal State Northridge, where I went to college for a couple of years after Penn State. Move in, and my my roommate, and this is like, this is like a college dorm. It's just you and another dude. 2 beds, 12 feet apart. No idea who this guy is.
Pre-iPhone.
Yes, pre-iPhone, pre-social media. I didn't do any sort of connect with the guy ahead of time. I walk in, and there is a whip and a ball gag that he has hanging on his wall,
as if it's like a picture.
Yeah,
a computer matched you, man.
Yeah, right? So most places it's it's John Belushi, a poster wearing the college shirt, fucking whipping a ball gag there.
Now I see why they got rid of that football team, huh?
And
I'll never forget that moment. That's how I don't remember a lot of stuff. There's a lot of things that get discarded out of the old brain because they're not important. But you know what gets caught? When you walk into a room and the guy has a whip on the wall. I'll never forget that.
And then I asked him about it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I just thought it was a funny joke." He had gotten it as a gag gift, so he just put it on the wall as a joke. Long story short, he was a really nice guy. Shout out to John. Good dude.
Thursday night, we're heading to Raleigh. NC State hosting my Hokies. Sad face. 13.5. Catching 13.5, but it is plus 420. Sign, Sean. It's a sign. Minus 595 for NC State. 39.5.
Smoking my weed.
Oh, I missed that guy. 39.5 is the total. He's not dead or anything. That was a great bit when he interviewed all those people. I wish we had more.
He might be dead. We don't know.
Sound drops. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that. I don't know how you can bet on the Hokies under any circumstances. I guess they're coming off the bye, but it's not like they had any talent reinforcements.
No, Ryan. I mean, where's the lunch pail?
Hold on.
Where's the heart?
And I'll say this, because a tale of 2 new coaches. One, excited about Coach Pry, excited about all the coaches he brought in, the recruiting, the new strategy. But what happened? I haven't said this, Colby. Can they coach? Can they act like can the fucking dude who coached under Urban Meyer? He coached tight ends for Urban Meyer. That was the same group that had Tim Tebow for a second. Can he actually call plays on offense? No, that we've learned that. No. So I think this is more than just, yeah, sure. I think Pry will fix the culture. I think he might have to figure out, I think we might see offensive changes, but both for next year, or because they're horrible.
Yeah.
The offense is horrible.
Completely horrible.
You know what else is terrible? Jack Chambers, all right, international man of mystery. He is the quarterback filling in for Devin Leary, who's injured.
How are we gonna fade Jack Chambers?
Yes, we are gonna fade Jack Chambers.
Night game.
I don't give a damn.
My dorm in CSUN turned into Jack Chambers on those long weekends. So Colby, you're taking VT plus 13.5. I'll say this:
NC State's been counterfeit all fucking year.
They have been, but I know they lost Devin Leary, but they had the bye week to get Jack Chambers. Get him set up in the offense, get the plays to match him. They only put up 9 against Syracuse. This is the classic get right spot for NC State. It's going to be an ugly game.
The fact NC State,
it's going to be 24/7.
The fact NC State's ranked is a fucking joke. This team's terrible. Give me the points. NC State might win this game, but it's going to be, this is a dogfight. This is a dogfight right here. This is like NC State by, I don't know, 8,
Have you watched the Hokies?
Hey, they covered for me against the Miami Hurricanes.
Barely.
Hey,
how did that even happen?
Is a cover.
Come on, that was lucky. How did that even happen?
Dude, NC State's not a good football team.
Colby.
Give me
Colby.
Where's that lunch pail mentality? All right.
The lunch pail's up there. Kramer, what are you doing? Are you taking VT?
I'm just looking. I'm just checking the 33-10 against West Virginia, 41-10 against North Carolina, 45-29 against Pitt.
Just run the ball. Do not throw the ball.
20-14 against an awful Miami team, and they backdoored that.
But I actually, to me, like NC State and Miami are on the same level.
This team's cratering. Fade at all costs. Give me NC State.
Wow.
Have you watched the games? And you know what? Jack Chambers at night with extra time. That's
leave the sock on the door when you're leaning into Jack Chambers.
I had a roommate that didn't like to leave the sock on the door.
Oh, really?
I think he
kind of liked when you walked in.
I think he liked when. I mean, he was really into the movie Top Gun. So you do the fucking math. All right. Later that night, 7 p.m. on the West Coast, we're heading to Pullman. Bigfoot will be in attendance. Utah taking on Washington State. Utah -8, -340 on the money line, +265 for the Cougs. 55.5 is the total. Colby, this is the perfect Cougs game, right? This is a Cougs spot.
It is. I mean, and
two defensive minded teams.
Yeah, and I just think Washington State's this is just a great spot. First off, Utah is 0-2 on the road, lost at Florida and at UCLA. And
yeah, that Florida loss is looking worse as the season goes along.
Yeah, and even even though the fact Utah won the last time they went to Pullman, which was actually back in 2018, it was only a 4-point game. I just think Pullman's a tough road. We know about this. I mean, it's just a tough place to get to. It's kind of sleepy,
Washington State's an easy team to overlook. And they've been good at home, 7-1 ATS in their last 8 home games.
Like Stadium would be rocking.
They show up at home.
Yeah, let's go. Give me the points. Sprinkle a little bit on that money line.
I mean, what we said this when we were there. You could see how this stadium, how compact and small it is, could be interesting. We weren't exactly there for a nighttime thrilling matchup, so you could see though how that spot.
It's a battle of the Cams too. You got Cam Rising versus Cam Ward. I'm going Cam
Which
Ward.
Cam are you going, Colby?
Oh, I'm on Wazoo, man. Give me Wazoo and the points. This
It might be a little
upset.
live dog.
Potential little upset there.
There's also fleas involved, so
really
worth noting.
Is the public on Wazoo here?
Public's on the Hokies as well.
What? No part of that Hokies.
The public's on the 3 road teams on Thursday night, and so take that. It makes me want to be contrarian here and say Utah knows they still have a very real shot to win the Pac-12. This is also the kind of game they can come out and smash.
But I especially like a.
Oh no! Don't switch my pick.
Okay.
I'm a
Oh.
We are a Cougs show. Go Cougs.
We need to get a stuffed Bigfoot in here.
Yeah.
We need one that Coach Leach has.
We need a Washington State Bigfoot specifically.
Bring him in from Washington State. All right, gonna take a quick break here. Kramer, do you mind checking? Is our TikTok camera down?
I think so.
All right.
I have no idea what happened.
Okay. Well, I was gonna see if you want to take a look at it while I tell people about.
That would be impossible.
No House Advantage. They're changing the game, offering the most dynamic fantasy sports platform. Again, you like over-unders, No House Advantage has them. You can get down on these player props. You can win up to $250,000 in cold, hard cash. Or if you just want to go up against the house, you go 5-0 with your player props. You win 20x. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
NFL, NBA, MLB, PGA, MMA, NASCAR. They got it all. And when you use the promo code SGPN, you get a first deposit match up to $25. That's nohouseadvantage.com, promo code SGPN. Nohouseadvantage.com, promo code SGPN. East Carolina, BYU.
Yeah. I mean, obviously we're picking this for a reason. We're heading to Provo. BYU laying 3 at home, -155 on the money line. ECU +130. 62 is the total. This is a tough spot for ECU, isn't it? You're laughing because it is. You're laughing because you just watched Zay Jones put up some nice highlights against my Giants.
Well, we saw what happened when UCF, came into Greenville, thought they could just breeze past as they take on Cincinnati this week. Not gonna happen. The Pirates just destroyed them. And look, BYU, I get it. They've had a tough season. They're at altitude, all this other stuff. But look, East Carolina's going to come there. There's no distractions because no one drinks in this town. They're going to focus on football.
The Pirates have nothing to be distracted by. Colby, what's happened to this BYU team? They were frisky early on, and they've just completely fallen apart. What do you blame it on?
I mean, they've had some injuries, but also they aren't that explosive. The defensive line has been pretty lackluster. And that's another thing I think East Carolina should be trying to take advantage of with Keaton Mitchell, the running back for ECU. He's the fastest player in FBS. So I'm going to take a shot on the Pirates. The only thing that could really screw us here is the ECU kicking situation, which is always a nightmare.
Oh my God, that is horrible. Yeah. You need to get
college, baby.
You need to get more than 3 points for me to take this ECU kicker on the road. I mean, this literally the spread is a field goal game, and you have
this is
the
Friday.
worst field goal kicker of all time.
And this is Friday night, which of course we all know that this is
when
it's going to be lit. And then the fire is going to be put out with nothing but soaking.
BYU, this is Friday night is their time to shine. They can focus. They don't have the distractions of alcohol and caffeine. This is a funny note. ECU 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games on a Friday. BYU 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games on a Friday.
No, that's
Come
probably
on.
a coincidence.
This is. I think
small sample size.
Yeah, that's like Scotty Montgomery era that we would have lost to Lehigh if we were playing on Friday.
Come on. What, Mount? Lehigh doesn't deserve to catch strays, Colby. Come on. They're a good program. Turning things around.
Worth noting, this is another, like, BYU's an incredibly public side here.
Really?
This line, does it almost stink Courtney Love style?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, dude. ECU's got they got the better quarterback. They got the better wideouts. You can take your Puka Nakua and all that. Isaiah Winstead, CJ Johnson just lighting it up. Keaton Mitchell's an explosive back out of the backfield. Look, they're gonna fuck them up. Look what happened to UCF. All right, UCF, get out of here. Go to the Big 12.
Yeah.
Right, this is another Big 12 team we're about to beat down.
It's a get right
right?
game for Jaron Hall.
I'm on BYU as well.
BYU minus
and actually, I'm looking at a couple other sources, Sean.
Yeah.
Not as lopsided as I thought.
All right. Yeah, I'm
Apologies
on
for the false
BYU.
alarm.
Let's go.
Next up, Saturday morning. Not again. We fucked up. We didn't tell people this was the 6-pack. Colby's 6 best games.
No, I did.
Oh, okay. 9
Colby's
a.m.
6 favorite games, his best plays.
Well, let's head to Morgantown for an early, sleepy Big 12 weird road trip for TCU, who's laying 7.5 against West Virginia, minus 295 for the Horned Frogs. West Virginia plus 240. 69 is the total. Nice. West Virginia is not very good.
No, but this is still a tough place to play.
This is a trap.
Tough place to go in and get a win.
TCU hasn't won in Morgantown but twice, right? And
Owens,
both of those needed double overtime, and then the other one was a 31-30 one where they won by 1.
Play that Benedict music, please. Colby keeps taking us to the past. Looking in that rear view.
Yes, let's go. I love this music. Let's go.
1 if by land,
Yeah.
2 if by sea, 3 if
We
I
want
decide,
you.
3 if I change my mind
gonna say.
halfway through.
Two. It's 2 now, but it might be a 1 later. So stay tuned.
This is, to me, is the perfect time to take West Virginia. They got destroyed by Texas Tech. It's a get up spot here for them at home against TCU. TCU is playing really well, but TCU 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games against West Virginia. This West Virginia team is no better or worse, I think, than some of those other teams.
And let's be honest. All right, TCU, you guys picked them last week. You guys had a horseshoe up your ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
wow.
Adrian Rodriguez, Adrian Martinez gets injured on the third play of the game. Then Will Howard comes in, lights up TCU. Then he gets injured. You get down to the 3rd string quarterback. You come back, boom, and then look at that. Look at the game prior. TCU Kansas, Jalen Daniels gets knocked out second quarter. Game before that, Dylan Gabriel gets knocked out. Look, this shit has got to stop. It's gonna stop, and it's gonna stop here. West Virginia plus 7.5. Ride the money line. Let's go.
The early.
It's a bad sign for JT Daniels.
I think the early kick makes me like the Mountaineers. Although the line is telling me I should.
It is the fact that it's 7.5 makes me think they want you to take West Virginia.
It's organic though, because TCU's gotten a lot of money. It was at 7. It's now 7.5.
Okay,
So it's
not a tricky line,
yeah,
Ryan.
I don't think it's a tricky line.
So you're on West Virginia as well.
Yeah, and I think that's even why you're seeing like a little bit of a discount on the money line. Too.
Cousin Mush pointing out that I'm confusing Paul Revere with Benedict Arnold.
What do you mean?
The problem is, does anyone know anything about Benedict Arnold except that he was just a notorious cheater?
Yeah,
and he played both sides.
He loved road dogs. He loved road dogs.
He definitely he did like. Well, I guess did England at some point become the dog?
He hated lawn chairs, but he also thought Matt Ryan played a very entertaining game against the Broncos.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, that was a great game.
I guarantee the
question-
Brits like a lawn chair quarterback.
I question your guys' football love. You didn't think that was a good game? Come on.
Matt Ryan got benched, and so did Russell Wilson, but they disguised it as a hamstring injury. So I think we have a strong case for us. Ohio State heading to State College to take on the Nittany Lions. A little bummed out. This is an early kick. Is this like one of these Fox
Dude,
had the rights?
This is some bullshit again. They did this with Michigan, Iowa, where it should have been a night game.
Yeah, why is this not the whiteout?
They're moving this shit. They want
big noon kickoff.
And they probably want Ohio State undefeated and Michigan undefeated to play each other undefeated.
This is a whiteout game. This is a great primetime game.
No, it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They should be ashamed of themselves.
They should be
fucking
ashamed.
Pathetic, man. This is a night game. This is a fucking night game. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Ohio
This
State.
is what happens when TV execs come in. They try to ruin the fucking sport, man. It's pathetic.
Colby's going to be so angry for the year. Stay tuned for the college football experience. All right, Ohio State's laying 15.5, minus 715 on the money line, plus 485 for the Nittany Lions. 61 is the total. Just kind of staring an instant reaction. The total felt a little low with the way Ohio State is probably going to be able to move the ball here. I don't know. This is another spot where it's like I understand that Sean Clifford, or just in general, this Penn State great spot, getting a lot of points, but what's 15.5 points for this Ohio State team? Like
CJ Stroud,
10 point spread.
The offense did not look great for Ohio State last week.
Yeah, Iowa seemed to play them okay, considering they ended up putting up 50 points. I mean, some of that was
I was going to say
defensive. Some of that was
I know all of it was.
But that's
all
part
of the points were Iowa just lawn chair. There was a lawn chair special going on in Columbus. No, I mean this is a ridiculous line. This is insulting to me. This is a ridiculous line. In-state.
You're all over Ohio State. I
mean,
assume?
find me the last time a game. I mean, you have to go back a while to see a game. You have to go back to 2013, and that's when Penn State was still recovering from the Sandusky scandal. So no, give me the points.
Disgusting act.
I feel like there's a tear in my eye. Colby, once upon a time, didn't even know how to spell dog. Now he's seeing value in a 15.5 point.
I think it's a Big Ten matchup. This is Penn State Super Bowl. You got to take Penn State plus 15.5.
Can we talk about this is Ohio State's second road game of the season on Halloween weekend, which is just fucking
Halloween
ridiculous.
is huge up in Penn State.
I mean, it's college. The college kids like to have sex and dress slutty, so that's what Halloween was made for, right?
I went as Nelly once for Halloween at Penn State.
Really?
Yeah.
Band-Aid and
I did the Band-Aid on the face. Yeah.
Did you have blackface?
No, I was smart enough. Even at the time,
this was before the iPhone.
Yeah, I probably could have gotten away with blackface. I knew it was a bad idea.
Jimmy Kimmel did it on national television.
Yeah, I knew it was a bad idea. Didn't do it.
How was Sandusky's party? Was good. Good. The basement. The
The
fights.
Second Mile Foundation did some good work. Colby.
We were having a very great conversation, skirting the line, and then Colby just came in, fucking shit all over the place. It does. Once again, my instincts are like shit. We should probably be taking this number is in a spot where. Okay, so
Penn State could just get their ass kicked, and that's certainly in the realm of possibility.
Just get their ass kicked by Michigan?
But that was in Michigan, and then they played well against Minnesota. That was a nice game for them. I think they did some good things that they can build on. Got their confidence back. They're going to be licking their chops against Ohio State, and I think Iowa. Again, it's crazy if you look at the score, but I think Iowa kind of got in Ohio State's head a little bit.
No, give me Ohio State. This one I'm going to trust my gut. I think Ohio State's going to murder them.
It's
in the range of outcomes.
I'm not taking them.
All right, we're still in the early slate, heading to Syracuse, coming off I guess a heartbreaking loss. Syracuse -3 against Notre Dame, plus 130 for the Irish on the road, minus 155 for the Orangemen. 47 is the total. The Boeheims are still not running out of the tunnel to help support this football team. Do you think, Colby, the coaching staff and this culture is strong enough to bounce back here?
Yes. Notre Dame's terrible.
Because the line's awful short.
Look, I could see Notre Dame's defense giving the Shredders some problems. But the Foot Clan and Sean Tucker, they're gonna get after it here.
People think we're talking about
Yeah.
fucking League of Legends.
The Turtles.
No, this was a hard game to cap.
Did
man.
your Foot Clan have enough mana?
I gotta go Q's because they're in the dome. If this was in Bronx, where I know they play some of these games at Yankee Stadium,
Well, they can't play it because
lean-
the Yankees are playing. Oh no,
I would lean Notre Dame, but I'll take Syracuse -3 here. I mean, I think Notre Dame's defense can give Syracuse offense some problems, but
Really?
Notre Dame's offense sucks and Syracuse defense is good.
Syracuse defense is pretty good. I mean, their issue was they weren't able to do enough with those turnovers that they created against Big Cinco.
Yeah, they got robbed though.
This line
They
doesn't
got robbed
stink
by the
to you?
refs. Yeah.
I think I'm surprised it's only 3. I think they're underestimating the home field advantage that is the Carrier Dome. Shout out to Insano in the YouTube chat. He's going to be in attendance. That's enough to swing it for me. Give me Q's minus.
Well, who does he
3.
like? I mean, if
No, he's like Syracuse.
okay.
He's got a giant orange next to Let's Go.
Oh, I thought it was a butt. Sorry.
What, is that Notre Dame?
Jason says he'll be at the Penn State game. Look at this.
Wow.
Oh, that's great. Hey, support your local college football rivalry, people.
Support your local youth sports. I mean, look, this could be a crater spot though. This is a dream crusher.
Oh, I
right?
could totally see like this is
Their season's
This
over.
could be like a
think
9 to 7 game.
I think if they were on the road,
They can't win their conference anymore.
I'd be more worried about it. But the fact that they're at home against Notre Dame, I think they're still going to be motivated. I see what you mean by like the letdown off that loss, but again, like
College football is weird this time of year. Give me Notre Dame. Again, this number stinks. You guys are
and the ACC refs will give them some.
I don't think it
calls.
stinks. I actually think it's accurate.
really.
But
Why
but
is Syracuse should be more?
no, their offense isn't explosive enough,
Yeah,
and
then-
Notre Dame's defense is good enough. I think it's a close game. I actually think it's a recipe for Notre Dame to win, but I just think the dome is the dome.
I like Dino as well, and that well-coached special teams. But give me Notre Dame again. This number stinks. I'm playing numbers this week, Sean, not teams. 12:30. Heading to the what do you guys call this in college football land? The early afternoon slate. The afternoon slate.
Yeah.
Orlando, Florida, Central Florida, laying host to Cincinnati. -1 at home. -115 on the money line. -105 going back the other way. 56 is the total. I still don't understand why anyone would want to go to school here. Just driving from one coast to the other, you go right past, and it's just like, all right, well,
Orlando.
just imagine if you're
Isn't
like,
their enrollment like 80,000 people?
just but you're like, okay,
It's like the
hey,
biggest enrollment in the nation.
you want to
dude.
hang out and drink outside? Oh no, because there's giant flies that will suck your blood.
Gators.
Okay, I'll stay inside. Build a room with a net, maybe.
Cincinnati is good on the road. I don't know, Colby. Can UCF bounce back after losing to East Carolina on the road? I know UCF can run the ball, 260 yards per game on the ground. Cincinnati 19-0 straight up their last 19 games in the AAC.
Here's what I think can happen. And if you listen to our season preview of UCF, I had them losing at ECU because it was a look ahead spot to this game and winning this one. Because I will say this, Gus Malzahn, he's always a crazy coach. In these big games, he normally dials up trick plays, onside kicks, shit like that. And this Cincinnati team is not last year's Cincinnati team. Like,
Nope. It's this year.
a couple of weeks ago they struggled against South Florida. That the Moonbound should be rocking for this one. Give me UCF -1.
Colby loves UCF, Sean. Remember?
Yes.
Asterisk. We need to alert
What do
ourselves.
you mean? I love Cincinnati. I prefer Cincinnati win this game.
No, that's a lie.
I'm going
That's
Cincy
Benedict
+1.
popping out.
No,
We're on the same side.
I've been a Cincinnati fan a lot longer than I've been a UCF fan. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
But UCF like got a place in your heart.
Dude, I've been liking
With that undefeated
Cincinnati
season.
since fucking.
You hate it. Once
Deontay
UCF,
Kenner.
once Dylan Gabriel started sliding and trying to draw personal fouls, you've been out on UCF.
Oh, they've been playing bitch ball for a few
See?
years now. Yeah. There's no place in football for that. But I'm taking them because I see the situation
for
you
now.
know?
Then when Cincinnati closes
At 3?
at +2.5.
No, 2.5. I'm still in UCF.
But
yeah.
Cincinnati +3, you're taking them.
Yes. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them, Sean.
We gotta
I
get
got it.
we gotta get Colby in here doing like a Kramer style shit. Bye.
I'm on Cincy +1. I'm out on this
Yeah.
UCF team.
Yeah, me too. Again, I don't know why anyone would go there. Bring the hate. Oklahoma State made us some money last week. Now they're heading out to what do they call this? The little big city, Manhattan, Kansas.
The little apple, buddy.
To take on
Reno's the little big city, isn't it?
-1.5, -125 on the money line. Oklahoma State +105. 56.5 is the total. It's a tricky spot here.
It is a very tricky
apple.
spot because you need to know their quarterback situation because they have
Adrian.
2 guys that are injured right now, which
How do you fade Oklahoma State?
And I would normally fade them because they won a big game at home against Texas. Now they're going on the road where it could be letdown city. But Oklahoma State's been good ATS on the road, 8-0 against the spread, last 8 on the road. And to Colby's point, like Adrian Martinez, if he plays,
dude, Kansas State was beating TCU's ass.
No, I was watching that game. I think Adrian Martinez, to your point, Colby, like the second and third quarterbacks,
Is he healthy?
they're not the same. If Adrian Martinez plays, I can't imagine he's going to be 100%.
No, but even the backup Howard was playing really good, and then he got injured.
Did they announce? Yeah, and I don't know his status either. I think you just can't take Kansas State right now with all the questions on quarterback. And I think being up 21-0 and then losing is crazy and kind of breaks your team, especially at home.
I'm riding K-State. One of the two got to be healthy. One of the two got to get healthy by this week, right? I need to know more,
especially like Adrian Martinez.
Well,
was it a hamstring? Because it seemed like he pulled up gimpy.
Yeah, I mean, but they haven't released. I don't know any. There's no news on this, so it is something to monitor. Everything says unclear.
Kramer, what do you got?
I was trying to get Colby some information since I can see he's getting angry right now over the fact that he's going to Benedict this one. We know he's going to, no matter what he picks.
If it's the third string, we're going OK State. If it's Howard or Martinez, I'm going K State. And you could take that to the bank.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to give me. The quarterbacks are banged up. Give me Oklahoma State, a well coached Oklahoma State team. Toe to toe with TCU, lost in overtime. Come on. Florida. Ooh, Colby, you love this one. It's the largest cocktail party.
Been there.
Florida, Georgia, beautiful Jacksonville. You know what just happened in Jacksonville? Some Jaguars got murdered by a couple Giants.
Some poachers.
That's corporate football.
Georgia -22.5 on a neutral. What is this number? 3,500 on the money line. +212.25. And with single game, you can get that's ridiculous. That's like a sweet ass build a bet. 57 is the total. Oh man, Florida stinks. Like this strikes me as the kind of matchup where Georgia's defense could outscore Florida's offense. Right? Florida's bad.
It's too many points though, man.
Oh no.
It's a rivalry game.
Look at Colby just taking nothing.
So you're saying this is like Florida's Super Bowl?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm going Georgia. They've shown what they can do.
Oh, Georgia's going to win the game. I'm just saying that's a huge number. I could see Florida.
Well, and I think their defense. I don't see how Florida gets more than like 17 points. And for that, I think
the number too. It's like, again, it's like the 15.5. It's lingering in a spot, not close to a 21.
I bet you this closes at 24 if I had to guess. But I'm going Georgia.
Right now, money's actually coming in on Florida. So
and both teams are coming off the bye. I think that actually favors Georgia a little bit here. Just the points per game that they're letting up, 10.7. I just can't go against a team with that good of defense. I mean, we saw it all the way back to game 1 against Oregon. They destroy other teams in big spots.
The important nugget, if you are taking the dog, Colby didn't mention this, but they have Tennessee on deck. Does that matter? This is a rivalry.
This is the biggest spread since 1995 in this game.
This is the rivalry game, though.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. You got to take the points.
You're not take the points. But are you looking past it for Tennessee?
This year, yeah, right, potentially.
Like, does Georgia look past Florida? I don't think so. Give me Georgia. Again, the numbers is just telling me to take Georgia.
Ryan's numbers guy now.
Kentucky heads to Tennessee. Knoxville is going to be lit. 4 p.m. kick on the West Coast, which means it's a night game. -12.5. for Hendon Hooker and my guys, the Vols, minus 485 on the money line. Kentucky plus 360, 63.5 is the total. I mean, you want to get in the business of fading Tennessee? Good luck.
What's going on? I mean, I think you got to go Vols, right?
This is a little tricky because I do think Kentucky, they got that win over Mississippi State. They have a bye week, 2 weeks to prepare against Tennessee.
Tennessee had that bye week against their FCS opponent.
They don't need this. All right. So they're currently 5-2. Remember, he needs to get to 7 wins to get that 1 year contract.
All right. Give me the
extension.
12.5. Tennessee by 10. Tennessee.
Well, listen, they have at Tennessee, but then they have at Missouri, Vanderbilt, Georgia, and then Louisville. So they still have 3 winnable games.
But it's not like Tennessee is like destroying teams. You know, I mean, yes, UT Martin, but I'm saying like that Pitt game was still close. That Florida covered against Tennessee. You know what I mean? Like I think Tennessee's defense is susceptible to giving up a lot of points. I think Tennessee still wins, but 12.5. I think you got to go Kentucky.
How chalky am I this week? So chalky.
Yeah, I'm with Colby. I'm going to take Kentucky plus 12.5. I liked what I've seen out of Kentucky in that Mississippi State game.
It's almost like they're baiting you to take dogs this week. Ole Miss 4:30 kick here on the West Coast. We'll be there. College Station. It better be fucking lit. I want to know all about the 12th man. Texas A&M is a home dog. What? Plus 2.5, plus 125, minus 145 for Ole Miss. 55 is the total. I'm also excited to see Lane Kiffin in person.
Yeah.
What is his looks?
I like the guy. I like how scrappy he is. Like he
is aware of the number too.
He's the gladiator that's like that's small and like he gets dropped in and all of a sudden he's killed 2 lions. You're like, whoa, gotta keep an eye on this one.
I mean, if you listen to the college football experience, you knew that Ole Miss was counterfeit because they didn't play anyone good, and then they got LSU, and I was all over LSU last week because they destroyed them. This is a back-to-back away spot, 2 lit places. Come on, man. You got the 12th man.
We'll be there. We'll be the 13th man. SGP.
Yeah. You bringing your overalls?
13th, 14th, and 15th. We're not like, come on. Not a human centipede kind of thing.
A&M gets it done, man. Ole Miss was fool's gold all year. A&M.
They got worked by LSU.
Yeah.
LSU's horrible.
A&M, man.
And I mean, this is going to have to be
Aggie
a defensive game.
What do they say there?
Aggie
Gig
up.
'em.
Gig 'em.
Aggie up.
Ole Miss is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games. I'm obviously we're going to the game. Texas is a home dog. Texas A&M. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, obviously I'm taking Texas A&M. I don't want to be in danger. I've heard things about these SEC crowds.
I mean, there was a bomb threat to this stadium not that long ago.
Oh, that people just heard we were coming and they were like, oh wow, that's gonna be lit. And someone thought that was like a reference to a bomb. Michigan State heads to Michigan, a night game in Ann Arbor, minus 21.5 for Michigan. Plus, Jesus, what is it? This can't be. I'm going to say minus 3,000 for Michigan, plus 1,200 for Michigan State. 54.5 is the total. I mean, it's still a rivalry game, right?
Yeah, it's just like the same principle as Florida Georgia. It's the same principle.
Except I think in this one, Michigan State's season has been so shitty for so long that they've had this circle. Like this is their season.
But they have beat Michigan 2 times in a row. They're 2-0 in the Mel Tucker era. So I think like Harbaugh's really got this one circled. But it's still too many fucking points, man. 23 points.
21.5.
Oh yeah. Well, still
21.5. Yeah. Again, I'm playing numbers this week, guys. Don't be square.
Michigan State's been good in Michigan ATS 6-1.
Don't be that square peg that the kid, the slightly under the bar kid jams into the circular hole and then you can't get it out.
Taking the points.
Don't be that square peg.
Taking the points.
Minus 21.5. Give me Michigan.
Wow, Ryan, you're just all about the favorites, huh?
Just reading the market right now.
Market analysis.
Pitt heads to North Carolina. 8 p.m. kick, local time. Chapel Hill will be lit. North Carolina minus 3.5, minus 160 on the money line. Pitt plus
Pitt's falling apart, man.
64.5.
It's Narduzzi's back to Narduzzi.
Well,
he got the offensive coordinator Whipple, and he's like,
yep.
Now I'll be calling the plays.
fade. You're right. We faded the fade Narduzzi really went away when they had Kenny Pickett and Whipple.
Yeah.
But now that he's back,
he got him out of town. He called him out. And it's like, dude, you won the ACC last year, man. So your coaches were doing a good job,
but they didn't do it the right way, Colby. Yeah, I mean, again, you lay the 3.5 here. This is a no-brainer call as well.
No. Look, they still might get the win. Pitt's style of ball that they play is like Notre Dame's. It's what UNC is not used to, and I'm telling you that it's like why I took Wisconsin against Purdue. North Carolina's a finesse team. Pitt likes to get physical. I'm going to take the points. Carolina might be able to get the win, but another thing is Pitt loses this. They're officially this is a gigantic game in the Coastal.
So you're saying I should take Narduzzi?
I just think it's a contrast in styles, and North Carolina does not like to tackle. They do not like to play that style of football. So Pitt loses to like Miami or something.
But they're on the road. I mean, they've been okay on the road ATS. I just worry UNC is going to be able to move the ball in Pitt, and that they're going to be deflated after they lost by 14 to Louisville.
No, they will move the ball.
My Louisville Cardinals, baby. Let's go.
I think this will be like in the 30s, maybe even the 40s.
So you think Pitt's offense can put up enough points?
Carolina's defense has been.
I guess they are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of teams. I mean, App State scored 61 on them.
That was a weird game. Feels like
but Notre Dame's offense looked great against Pitt. Notre Dame scored like 40 some points. I mean, not against Pitt, against North Carolina.
It's 45-32.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that style? Notre Dame and Pitt have like the same styles.
All right, you talked me into Pitt. I was leaning UNC. Kramer, what are you doing?
Fade Narduzzi. I'm just telling you.
You're right.
Numbers, baby, numbers.
SGPN Doc.
Benedict Green now. See,
no.
He makes an appearance once an episode.
He's gonna lock it in though. Unlike
UNC
you,
minus
son of a
3.5.
bitch.
When I put in my picks on Tally site, it will be the same as the podcast.
I was just putting in a showdown. I was just putting a showdown lineup in for Monday Night Football, and I realized I won some cash on Sunday Night Football. Unrelated to me reading numbers and markets right now.
All right, time for the Lock Dog Tease presented by WynnBet. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/WynnBet. Bet $100, get $100 free bet. Get started today. Kramer, how say you?
Did you want me to go first?
Sure.
Are you okay with that, Colby?
Yeah, go.
All right. So
Fire.
Step one to a good lock dog tease is a great dog. Give me West Virginia plus 240.
Ooh.
Dog.
Next up, we're going to build a tease, and we're going to start with Cincinnati going up to 7. We're next going to take our Texas A&M Aggies, bring that up to 8.5.
Okay.
I'm scraping all the dogs I have on the card, and we're going to throw in the Raging Cajun. Controversy swirling. Where did the money for that volleyball court come from? And for my first lock, I was prepared to come in here and lock up Texas A&M, but you know what? I'm going to back off that. Give me Ohio State minus 15.5. They're going to.
That is a disgusting act.
They're going to buzzsaw the shit out, unfortunately. And the other one, again, this is maybe a dangerous line because it's a poisonous, but BYU minus 3. That place is going to be lit. It's Friday night in Provo. Soaking will happen.
Bring
right
your
after
sparklers.
Bring your sparklers and your raincoats, right? Because it's gonna get wet. I'm happy with those locks.
All right, for me, my lock, Syracuse minus 3. I mean, every time I lock up Syracuse, they're good to me. They're dominant ATS. For my other lock,
Boeheim. I mean, the Boeheims are so powerful in Sean's life.
Oh, buddy's the nickel corner. Texas A&M plus 2.5. Unlike you guys, I believe.
Content.
Gig 'em. Follow me on Twitter at Sean T Green. I'll be at the game. I'll be cheering them on like a real fan. For my dog.
Bring your whip and bug.
I mean, I'll never forget that day when I saw the whip on the wall and I was like, oh wow, Sean. There's a non zero chance that Sean gets taken advantage of.
Did sleep with one eye open.
I mean, you like to get drunk. You got a guy less than like inches away with devices to put harm on your body.
Oh man, that's good.
terrifying.
My dog.
It's like a snake.
My dog. Washington State. Let's go for my tease. I'm gonna take Oklahoma State up to 7.5. It's a Texas.
How did I
tease.
miss that?
Yeah,
one?
come on, Ryan. NC State down to 7.5. And then Georgia down to 16.5.
Oh, there it is. A lot of key numbers.
Just under that 17. You're gravy.
You went through the key numbers of 22, 21, 20, 19, 18.
Yep.
And 17.
Thank you, Ryan.
Congratulations. Every
Colby,
number is
you're
important to me.
We're locking up Penn State plus 15.5.
Oh, bring it, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you. All right.
What happened last time we did this?
What happened?
I won.
Oh yeah, well, revenge is a dish straight from Benedict Arnold. All right.
You gotta watch out for this guy. He's gonna be.
And how about this? I got unlike this
Just so
complete
people know.
zero over here. All right.
Complete zero.
Virginia Tech plus 420 on the motherfucking money line. Let's
Wow.
go. Let's go.
Smoking my weed.
That's dangerous.
Take your lunch pail mentality. All right. I gotta call Bud Foster after this
Is
show.
Blumrich starting
Right.
at quarterback? If so, I like the play.
Tease wise, let's go to. I mean, we're just gonna hammer the hell out of these. Okay, Michigan State up to 27.5.
Oh yeah.
Florida up to 28.5.
These are teases.
Penn State up to 21.5.
What could go
Shop
wrong?
to your drop, customers.
No
All
one's
right?
gonna get blown out.
So someone asked me, why do we do college teasers? Now they know.
No, I mean because they're the
Now
greatest.
they know.
Let's go with bonus lock. We're gonna go to West Virginia plus 7.5.
Like it. All right, for a company round robin. To me, this one's pretty obvious. Feel free to disagree. West Virginia, Washington State, Texas A&M, all on the money line.
Yep, let's do it.
Round robin.
like it. I
Those
like
things.
I mean, I literally I took 4 dogs. Those are 3 of them. So
No, that's it. It wrote itself. Hey, again, if you're going to the game, AKA Texas A&M, AKA versus Ole Miss, hit us up, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/discord. Of course, get your chance to get those autographed jerseys, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast. Hit subscribe, comment on a video. Every comment on a new video counts as a new entry. Turn those notifications on so you don't miss the announcement when you probably win, and then screenshot a review of you sending in for a chance to win $100 every Monday, aka Merch Monday.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green, and he is Ryan
go Hokies.
Kramer. Let it ride.